The final day of the Scottish Championship season. Tynecastle takes centre stage as the Heart of Midlothian are presented with the trophy. It was supposed to be the toughest season this league has ever seen, but Hearts have broken records along the way. Rangers were favourites, but fell behind on day one. They can still win promotion through the playoffs. Finishing second makes that easier, but they need to win to have a chance. Hibs are second at the moment. If Alan Stubbs' men win at Falkirk, Rangers can't catch them. We'll keep you up to date with events at the Falkirk Stadium. They've got the pipe band in. Tynecastle is a sellout. It usually is. It's the final match of the SPFL Championship campaign. It's exclusively live on Sky Sports 5 and on Sky Go on your mobile device. Well, the team which finishes the day in second place has a shorter passage to the playoff final. After today's games, the playoffs begin with third place, the Queen of the South already confirmed as finishing fourth. Well, 3 into 2 was never going to work, was it? For Hearts, all of that drama is behind them now. Can Hibernian or Rangers strengthen their chances of returning to the Premiership by clinching second spot this afternoon? Sky Sports' Neil McCann played in legendary Hearts and Rangers sides. Talking of legends, we're joined by the King of Hearts, John Robertson, the all-time top goal scorer at this football club. Robbo, how are you feeling about today?
Excited, delighted, everything you could say, because it's been a marvellous season for us. I don't think anybody could envisage not winning the title, but winning the title with such ease in the end. And really, the players, the coaching staff, really do deserve so much credit, because it's been a wonderful, wonderful season.
If I'd said to you this time last year, when Hearts were in the final days of administration and had just been relegated, that this old trophy would be here, would you have seen that coming?
No, no chance. I think, and Neil will say the same, everybody expected Rangers to win the league, and Hearts and Hibs. We thought it'd be tight, if you'd maybe put Hearts down at 68 points at the moment and shooting for that. That's what everybody thought. You said it in the intro there, it was going to be the toughest league. It looked like being the toughest league, but the form of this side has been sensational, and really, they got off to a good start. They beat both Rangers and Hibs in the first 2 games, and that gave them the momentum. And they just seemed to click. A wee change of formation from 4-4-2 to 4-2-3-1, and they just exploded, scoring goals for fun and a lot of clean sheets as well. And it has been a real team effort, but to be brutally honest, I don't think anybody thought that we were capable of winning the championship from day one.
And in record-breaking form, have they made a mockery of Rangers and Hibernian and everyone else in the league by just sweeping all these records aside?
I wouldn't say made a mockery. I just think they've been very professional.
It was meant to be the toughest league ever, though.
No,
they won it in record time.
Yeah, I think when you looked at it, and John's right. Rangers were favourites and strong favourites, scoring over 100 goals, cruising the league, unbeaten in League One last year, coming up to the Championship. They're everyone's favourites, but I think this side went to Ibrox on the first day of the season and just put down a marker and says, you're not going to get it easy. Loads of young guys coming from last season had brilliant experience of first team football. Allied to that, Robbie went, strengthened well, brought in experience in Blabbin, in particular Gomez, who's been sensational for Hearts. So that was a masterstroke in terms of to then add to the young kids and their experience. But I think Hearts, as Robbo said, 94 goals have scored this year. 3 guys on 11 goals, 33 goals. They've spread goals out throughout the side, and that's what's made them so dangerous.
Well, in a moment, we'll hear from the Rangers manager, Stuart McCall. First, though, let's hear from Robbie Neilson, the manager of the champions. He's with Luke Shanley.
Robbie, how important is it that you end the season on a high?
Yeah, it's really important that we put in a good performance with, there's people coming from all over the world today to come and see Hearts lift the first league trophy for 35 years, so it's important that we put in a show for them. We get a result and we get a good performance.
Stuart, how important is it that you go into the playoffs with a winning momentum?
Obviously it'll be nice. I think more importantly for me is that we go in on the back of a really good, strong performance today. Naturally we want to win the game. But I think it's just as important, we put in both individually and collectively a strong team effort today. We can't have any bearing obviously what happens at Falkirk, and we've no mind on that. As I say, we want to just focus fully on today, and whether we go down to the Queen of the South next Saturday or we have to wait another week, so be it. But we'll be ready.
It's important that we show professionalism. People have been questioning whether we're going to be professional in this game. And the players have been professional all season, and it'll be the same today. They'll go out and they'll win the game, and that's what I expect them to do.
What would the benefits for Rangers and indeed Hibs of finishing second?
Well, 2 less games against two less games leading up to the playoffs, and they haven't fared well against Queen of the South. They beat them early on in the start of the season, a draw, and suffered 2 heavy defeats down there, so they don't want to play them. So they're hoping that Hibs will slip up against Falkirk, but they have to win today, and it's not easy. The benefit they have today is they've already beaten Hearts again and recently in the latest game. Lee McCulloch going to be missing for the side. There's a big call from Stuart McCall. Now that has come under criticism from the fans. Stuart McCall's left him out and gone with a different central partnership. Now maybe McGregor's coming in there because he's quicker than Lee McCulloch to combat. Maybe Walker's played up there at times. It could be El Hasnoui and Osman Sow. So it's a big call, but they have to win the game today.
OK guys, kick-off is coming up. It's a massive day for Hibernian and for Rangers. Hearts have already etched their names in history.